favorites, too, Kathy.
She sure is.
Yelena Shushunova, who won the gold on the vault.
Now, she has the potential to score a 10 on this event.
She had a 10 in the preliminary competition.
It's a nice reverse hex. She's so strong. And a ginger just like they do on men's high bar.
All she needs is a 9.65 to take the lead away from Kolesnikova.
And a half in, half out. Full twisting double.
That could be the other 10. She doesn't even need a big score to retain the lead in this competition on the uneven bars, but we could have just seen a second perfect 10.
There have only been 3 10s in the competition. There were none in the men's competition, all of them in the women's competition. We saw 2 yesterday, and that young lady holds 2 of the 10s.
And it's very conceivable, if she gets a 10 here, that she will have won the competition with a perfect 20 in the combined score of both performances. I don't know how you can beat anybody who gets a 20.
Especially when you don't have a 10 to work with to start out.
Look at that, the height on the ginger. That's a back somersault with a half twist to regrasp. She is like a machine on this event.
She has a 310 showing on the scoreboard and 3 9.9s. Pretty good. I think she's going to win it.
And a half in, half out. That's a full twisting double back.
6 judges. Take the top and the low, throw them out, average the middle. The middle 4 scores. Yelena Shushunova had a 10 in the preliminaries, had a 9.9 in the all-arounds. She finished second to Kolesnikova in the all-arounds, who's the current leader. But you have to think that that's only going to be for the next few seconds until they change the scoreboard. Then she's going to regain or take the lead.
It's important to note right here that, did they change one of those scores?
9.95, and for all practical purposes, she has a goal because anything close to a 9.80 was going to give her a goal because of the scores of the other competitors. So a 19.950, and for all practical purposes, she is the winner of the uneven parallel bars. And for a tie, Chen Cuiting will need a perfect 10.
She has such beautiful line on her handstand. Oh, just a little loss of control there. To Delchev, she makes the half turn and then does the front somersault to regrasp. Long jump from that low bar to the high bar.
So she's only 4'7", and I think 64 pounds.
And another half in, half out dismount.
Chen Cuiting, we saw her earlier on the vault. She came in with a 9.65, but she was going to need at least a 10 to tie for second.
Look at the perfectly straight arms on her giant swings. That Delchev?
Boy, that's a long reach down to that low bar.
Sure is, but her height really comes in handy when she does the giant swings between the bars. She has a lot of room in there to swing.
Got it.
She's waiting for her score. We've noticed sparkles on her face the last couple of days. I don't see them today.
Yeah, I think she left that great makeup, huh? Kathy made a good point about the straight arms on the giant swings. His excellent position in the whole exercise. And it's hard to believe that someone that little and that cute can actually be that powerful and that explosive.
The score's not that great as far as her standings are concerned, especially with Chwe Milhyang of North Korea coming up. 9.60 should be the average if you throw out the high and the low. And that would give her a 9.60 for a grand total of 19.250. She's now in third place. Remember, Shushunova has the goal. Kolesnikova right now is in second place, and here's Chwe Milhyang. She has a chance to tie for second with a 9.85. She could tie Kolesnikova. A 9.9 would give her second place, all alone.
The North Koreans have really progressed in gymnastics. It's a Jaeger front. She's moving quite well so far. Free hip to handstand, giant swing, and a back somersault off.
A little trouble on the landing there. She had the second highest score in the team competition, came in with a 9.8, tied with Vera Kolesnikova, who's now in second place. That was Chwe Milhyang of North Korea.
You know, I think it's important to note here that these girls do nice work, but it's different because now they do less transitional moves from the high bar to the low bar. Partly because the bars are so wide apart, the judges do require that they go from the high bar down to the low bar, and in many cases, a lot of these girls are doing what I would call token gymnastic skills here on the low bar just to fill the requirement so they can get back up to the high bar and do some of the big tricks.
There's Kim Gumok, her teammate, who is helping, who's getting ready for her uneven parallel bars, but the score coming up for Chwe Milhyang of North Korea, I said she needed a 9.85 to tie Kolesnikova for second. She may be in position for third place right now, which is held by Chen Cuiting, a 9.75. And Milhyang of North Korea moves into third place behind Shushunova and Kolesnikova. And our Goodwill Games coverage will continue after this.
Leningrad is the most beautiful city in the world, in my opinion. It is very dear to me. I was born here. There are a lot of museums and theaters here. There are a lot of beautiful parks. The countryside is marvelous. The city itself is the history of Russia. When I have extra time, I like to go to the movies, and sometimes to the theater.
Yelena came to our sports institute in 1976, a giggly, foolish little girl. She was a lively girl, but there was nothing special about her except for her level of energy.
My parents took me to the gym for the first time to help burn off the excess energy. I was jumping from the bureau onto the bed all the time, and almost all the furniture was broken. Then I became very serious about gymnastics and worked out all the time and began to set goals for myself.
Yelena is different from other girls in that even when she is in a bad emotional state, she can overcome this and give 100% to her work. Some gymnasts have tremendous natural talent. This is not the case with Yelena. Her secret has been a great deal of very hard work, and this has led her to success. The fear factor is common to every normal human being, and therefore one can say that she has it too. However, Yelena is very intelligent, as well as emotionally stable, so she has the power to suppress her fears when fulfilling her most difficult routines. This is the source of all success, because when you take risks, you can fail, but at the same time, this is the only way to reach new heights in gymnastics. A gymnast's worth is measured by the continuing inclusion of new complex elements into her routine. She continues to perfect such elements, and I think this will take her to even greater heights.
Been completed, and for the second straight event, the young lady from the Soviet Union. We just saw a profile on her. Yelena Shushunova winds up with a gold medal. She wound up with a gold on the vault. She gets a gold medal on the uneven bars. In second place with the silver medal, her teammate Kolesnikova, while the North Korean young lady, Chwe, winds up with the bronze. And that's kind of a good omen for them. They came with only 2 people. They didn't even have a full team to compete in the team competition.
As I said earlier, North Korea has really progressed in gymnastics. This is good proof of that.